Hello students, welcome to AIMS India online classes. This is the chemistry session. Here we are discussing about the chapter materials and things. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the practice sheet related to this chapter materials and things. From this practice sheet, earlier we have seen some questions in the practice sheet 1. Now we are going to see the remaining questions, that is a level 2 question from this practice sheet 2. Let us see one by one. First one. The air that we breathe in is a dash of gases like carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, argon, water vapor, and other gases. What kind of substance is this air which we are breathing in? What it is? Is it a mixture or compound or element? What it is called? Yes, it is called a mixture because it is composite of several gases like the gas which we take as in is oxygen, which we exhale carbon dioxide, and the major component is nitrogen, and rare quantities water vapor, argon, and some other gases are present. So these all gases are present in air. So it is called a mixture. Air which we are breathing is a mixture. The difference in size of components in a solid-solid mixture is a principle of. Yes, in which principle the size difference is taken as a principle. The process in which the size difference is taken as a principle for separation of components. See here what they have given: hand picking, threshing, winnowing, washing. Actually, in hand picking, we see the color generally, and threshing they do beat these harvested crop on a hard surface. And in the winnowing, weight principle, the one with the lighter weight will blow away along with the air. And in washing, also like density it is seen. So but here they're asking solid size difference. Generally the process which is called sieving with a sieve. In that sieving process, generally the size difference is used. But in the given four, most appropriate one is hand picking, because by size difference you can identify the difference between the components, so that the unwanted component can be separated by the hand picking process. So among these four, the most appropriate one is hand picking. In this, we can observe sometimes we use this principle size between the solid components. Okay, next one. A machine which is used for harvesting, threshing, as well as for separating the grains from the straw is called, what it is called? Thresher. Next, steel spoons used for cooking become hot easily, isn't it? Yes, generally steel spoons while cooking they become immediately hot. That's why they are often given handles off. Which handles are given for them to avoid hotness? See options: copper, iron, wood, aluminium. By giving which handle, that a spoon won't get heat. The spoon handle of that spoon won't get heat. So the material which is a bad conductor of heat, if it is given to that spoon handle, so that it won't get hot. See which is bad conductor of heat among these four options given. If we observe, is copper, iron, aluminium. These three are metals. Metals are good conductors of heat as well as electricity. So if these are arranged as the handles of spoon, they immediately become hot. So no use of this adding. Now, if you see here wood, we know wood is it is not a metal, and it is a bad conductor or poor conductor of heat. So if this wood is used as handles of these spoons and some other utensils, it won't conduct heat, so that it won't become much hot. So the better one is wood. Next, it is actually a combination of evaporation and condensation. The process first involves heating in order to vaporize the liquid. The vapors of the liquid on cooling give pure liquid. This process is called, what is this process called? In which two techniques, evaporation and condensation, two processes are involved. That is distillation. In distillation process, generally the mixture of either two solids or two liquids or a solid and liquid mixture is heated first at particular temperature. Then what happens? The liquid component will start evaporating. It evaporizes. Then these vapors are collected and again they are cooled so that those vapors will be condensed and will be converted back into liquid state. So in this way, the mixture of solid and liquid or two miscible liquids can be separated by using this technique called distillation or fractional distillation. In this process, these two processes are involved. They are evaporation and condensation. Okay, it is distillation. Next one, the given figure shows which of the following processes. Say, what is the process called here? Observe once here. What is that? What are they doing here? First, they have taken a beaker with water. To that, they're adding some sand. After certain time, that sand is settled down. The settling down of insoluble solid substance in a liquid is called. It is having separate name for this. What it is called? So when a solid liquid mixture is taken, if the solid component is insoluble into the liquid, after certain time, that solid component slowly it will settle down at the bottom of the container. This process is called sedimentation. Okay, here sedimentation is going on. Then what they will do? They will separate this pure liquid obtained here into another container. That is called decantation. So here the process given in the pictures is sedimentation. It represents sedimentation process. Okay, next one. Select the transparent substance from the following. Transparent substance. See here, what is meant by transparent substance? The substance through which we can see the objects clearly is called transparent material, and the substances through which we can see the objects but not much clear, such kind of materials are called translucent material. And there are some more kind of materials, those through which we cannot see anything are called opaque material. Here they are asking about transparent material, means the material through which we can see clearly. Observe the options given. Out of this, through which we can see clearly to the other side. Can we see through wood? No, we cannot. Can we see through stone? No. Can we see through the mirror? We cannot see to the other side through the mirror because it is coated with some paint at the back side. So we cannot see through that. But we can see through glass clearly to the other side. So glass is said to be transparent substance. Of course, this mirror is also made up of glass. But what happened to the mirror at back side? A thin layer of some paint is coated. Because of that, we cannot see to the other side. Okay, now glass is transparent substance. Next one. Tea leaves are removed from the brew by, yes, while preparing coffee or tea, the tea leaves are removed from that decoction or brew by the process called. By which process they are removed? By which technique they are removed? By using strainer or sieve. By using a strainer, these leaves and coffee powder are removed from the decoction and the tea brew. Okay, the strainer is used. Next, the substances like wood, brick, etc., which do not allow any light to pass through them, are said to be. What are they called, these materials? Just now I have seen the materials through which we cannot see anything, we cannot see the objects, are called opaque objects. Based upon the transparency, materials or objects are classified into three types we told: transparent, translucent, and opaque. The substances through which we cannot see anything, even the substances which do not allow light to pass through them, are called opaque material or opaque objects. Through which we can see clearly are called transparent. These are the substances through which we can see but not much clear are called translucent objects. Now they're asking about wood and brick. Through this we cannot see anything to the other side. So these are opaque material. Next, read the following activity and answer it. Take 5 grams of solid camphor in a china dish and cover it with inverted funnel. Plug the stem of the funnel with cotton. Heat the dish. Now what happens? What is the process known as? What happens now? We have taken some quantity of camphor in a china dish and it is covered with funnel. Suppose it is a china dish, certain camphor is taken in this and it is covered with a funnel. Let us draw a picture like this. Suppose it is covered like this, and to the funnel at the mouth, certain cotton plug is kept to avoid the way of escaping. Now, if it is heated, we heat the dish. What happens? What happens now? The camphor solid taken inside, it starts converting into gaseous form directly without coming into liquid state. This process of conversion of certain solids directly into gaseous state without coming into liquid state is called, we know the process is called sublimation. It sublimes. Those substances which are subliming are called sublimable substances, and that phenomenon is called sublimation. Okay, it undergoes sublimation. Next, a pure substance is one which, which one is called pure substance? See the options. Has an uniform texture throughout. Yes, it is correct. Yes, a pure substance has uniform composition or homogeneous composition. Wherever you see, it will be same. Its composition will be same. Has a fixed boiling point or melting point. Yes, exactly. Pure substances always will be having a fixed melting point or boiling point. If you take water itself, its a melting point is 0 degrees Celsius if you take water in the pure form, and its a boiling point at its pure state is 100 degrees Celsius. These two are in its pure state. If any impurities are added to it, then there will be changes in its boiling and melting points. But in the pure state, they will be having fixed melting and boiling points. So this point is also true about pure substances. And next, it is made up of only one type of particles. Yes, any substance which is made up of only one kind of particles is said to be a pure substance. This statement is also correct now about pure substances. Now, what will be the correct answer? Yes, these three statements are true about pure substances. Next, which reason is incorrect for separating components of a mixture? Say, why do we separate these components of any mixture? See the options given. To separate two or more different but useful components, of course it is correct. To remove undesirable and useless components, yes it is also correct. To remove pure or harmless components, to obtain pure samples. Actually, to get the pure or harmless components, we do separations, but not to remove the pure and harmless components. So, we need those pure or harmless components. Now, this is incorrect about the separations of the components. Okay, next one. Take 10 ml of water in 6 test tubes each and add different samples of substances to different test tubes as shown in the figure. See here, they have taken 6 test tubes and they have labeled them 1 to 6. Now they have taken different substances into these test tubes. So we can see here in the first one they have added sugar, and to the second salt, and next sand, chalk powder, sawdust, and to the last one they have added washing powder. Now the question is, shake each test tube vigorously for a couple of seconds and leave them undisturbed. So first they are shaking vigorously these all test tubes and they kept them undisturbed after certain time. Now, which of the samples remain insoluble in the water? Now, they're asking which of these substances are not soluble into water. They will be remained undissolved at the bottom or in the water. So, which will be undissolved among these? We know sugar is soluble into water. It dissolves. If you shake the sugar after adding vigorously, within few seconds it is going to be dissolved into water. Even salt also, it is soluble into water. What about sand? Even though you shake vigorously, even then also sand won't be dissolved into water. Sand will not dissolve. What about chalk powder? First it mixes with water when you shake vigorously. But after certain time, when you leave the test tube undisturbed for a few minutes, slowly it starts settling down. Means it also won't dissolve into water. Next, if you see sawdust, sawdust also will not be dissolved and it will float on the water. Actually, this is the first picture they're showing, but sawdust will be lighter than water, so it floats on the water. It comes to the upper layer of the water, but it won't be dissolved. Now, washing powder will dissolve into water when you shake vigorously. Now, the substances which are insoluble into water are sand, chalk powder, and sawdust. These three will not be dissolved into water even after shaking vigorously also. So, what will be correct answer? Yes, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next one. What does this figure show us? See, they have taken a torch, they switched it on, and they kept a paper or cardboard on it. Then light is now passed through this paper. It didn't come out. Then what do we can conclude from this experiment? See here what they have been. A is transparent. Is it true? No, because if this paper is transparent, that light should come out. That can be seen, but it is not coming out through the paper, so it is not transparent. Even 13 light also didn't come here, so paper is not translucent also. It is said to be opaque. Paper is opaque, that is why light did not come out through this paper given here. Okay, it is opaque paper. Paper is opaque. Next, the equipment shown here can be used to separate. See, what is this equipment here? Funnel with the filter paper. For the separation of which kind of mixtures it is used? Generally, this is used for solid, insoluble solid in a water. Liquid and solid mixtures can be separated by using this funnel with filter paper, in which the solid is insoluble into water, that liquid. Then that mixture can be separated by using this. See in the given options, which is that kind of mixture, a liquid with insoluble solid. This salt and pepper, these two are solids, so they cannot be separated by using this funnel. A mixture of pepper and water. Yes, pepper is insoluble into water. It mixes with water but won't be dissolved into water. So when you pour the pepper and water mixture into this funnel with filter paper, that pepper will be remained in the filter paper, pure water will come down. So this mixture can be separated by using this. To the next one, a mixture of oxygen and water. Oxygen is a dissolved gas into water. Actually, a small quantity of oxygen dissolved into water. Dissolved gases cannot be separated by using filter paper. They cannot be. This is the last one. A solution of silver nitrate in water. Silver nitrate easily soluble into water. It dissolves into water immediately. So that cannot be separated by using this filter paper. Only the mixture in which there is a liquid with insoluble solid compound in it can be separated by using filter paper and funnel. So only pepper and water mixture can be separated by using it. Okay, next one. When no more salt can be dissolved in water at a particular temperature, then the solution at that temperature is called. Yes, such kind of temperatures in which no more solid can be dissolved means that the liquid is already having required amount of solid dissolved in it. That is having satisfaction with the solid, or that is solubility. Such kind of mixtures are called saturated solutions or saturated mixtures. Okay, the solution in which there is required amount of salt and the solution which cannot dissolve any more solid substance into it are called saturated solutions. Next, what is true about the given figures? See, two figures are shown here. In figure A, boy is taking a juice. What kind of substance is this juice? It is a liquid solution, because that juice is generally made from fruit juice, fruit liquids, fruit extract. Some water will be added, or some milk, and some sugars will be added for that all. So it is a mixture of different components. What about air? Air is also a mixture. So in the both the cases A and B, the boy is taking certain mixtures. But if you observe clearly, in the second case, in the B, the boy is taking a mixture which is natural. We are not preparing it, isn't it? Air is a natural mixture. Whereas in the first case, the boy is taking juice, which is a mixture, but it is a prepared, man-made mixture. Okay, now let us see options once. In B, the boy is taking in solution. No. Boy is taking in suspension. The both the cases not. They are called generally homogeneous mixtures, actually, to say. In B, the boy is taking in a natural mixture. Yes, in this case, boy is taking a natural mixture, because air is a natural mixture of several gases. In both the figures, the boy is taking a natural mixtures. So in the first case, it is not coming under natural mixture. What is it? It is prepared. It is not natural mixture. We are preparing it. We are taking extract of pulp from the fruits. Under that, some water or milk will be added along with some sugar. So it is prepared, not natural. Well, in this case, the mixture is natural. So C is correct. Okay, next one. Study the given flowchart carefully and try to answer what are these P, Q, and R respectively. See, first they have taken the mixture of P, Q, and R. They have filtered it. From this we can understand R solid is removed. So R is the insoluble solid substance from the P and Q. R is removed. So R should be an insoluble solid substance. So if you see the first option, chalk powder, yes, it is an insoluble solid substance. So sorry, it is should be R, no? First R means last one. Sawdust. Yes, sawdust is also an insoluble solid substance. If we see the B, sugar, it is mentioned. Sugar is a solid substance. It is soluble solid substance. It is not correct. And in this also, sawdust is given. It is also correct. In this also, sugar is given. Now we can eliminate these two options. Now we have to check in these two. Let's go to second process. The solution of P and Q is evaporated. So solution means one of these two is liquids. The other one is a soluble solid substance. Now when these two mixture of P and Q is evaporated, solid P is remained. So solid P is remained after evaporation. So which is evaporated liquid here? Q. So Q should be an evaporatable liquid. Observe these two options. What is given Q? So in both water only given. Now let us go to the third one. P. They mentioned it is a solution of P and Q. Means P is a solid which is soluble into Q. See, in these two come A and C, which is mentioned as P is a soluble solid substance. We know chalk powder is a solid but insoluble solid substance. So it won't come under as soluble. Only sugar is a soluble solid substance. On evaporation, it will remain as solid. Okay, in this way, C is correct answer. Okay, sorry, it is not. This is a correct option because on if you take a sugar water the sawdust mixture on filtration, first sawdust will be eliminated in the form of solid residue. So it is R. On evaporation of the sugar water mixture, P is remained. So solid sugar is remained after evaporation, water is evaporated. So Q is evaporated. So this is the PQR. Now it is a correct option. Next question. Anu took a glass beaker and filled it with clean water. She put a silver coin in it and looked at the coin from the top of the beaker. What would be her observation? What she has done? She has taken a beaker with pure clean water and she kept a coin into that and she observed from the top of this beaker what she can do, what she can observe. We know water, the two, clean water is transparent. Through water, we can see clearly if it is pure water. If there are any impurities, then it may become some unclean. We cannot see clearly. But if we take pure water, we can see through that clearly. So, as she has taken pure water, she could see the coin clearly because water is transparent. Pure water is transparent. Through pure water, we can see the objects. So she could see the coin clearly as water is transparent. This is correct answer. Okay, let's go to next one. Read the following activity and answer. Take 5 grams of solid camphor in a china dish and cover it with the inverted funnel. Plug the stem of the funnel with cotton. Heat the dish. So the same experiment we have seen the earlier case also once, one of the questions. Now what is true about the activity shown here? So what's happening? They have taken some camphor in the china dish. They covered the china dish with the funnel and they covered this empty entry of this funnel with the cotton plug. Now they have started heating the china dish with the burner. Now what happens? The camphor solid taken inside, it starts converting into vapor. So heat changes the camphor to vapor. This is correct. So the next one, crystals of camphor get deposited on the inner walls of the funnel. This is also correct because on heating, this camphor starts evaporating. It comes into the funnel. When it touches the cooler area of this funnel, it will be solidified again on the inner surfaces of this funnel. So we say crystals of the camphor will be formed on the funnel inside of the walls. Okay, this is also correct. Now what will be correct answer? Both. Okay, next. What are X, Y and Z in the figure? See, what does it represent this diagram? It represents filtration. So in the filtration, first the mixture X is being poured into the funnel. There in the funnel, some substance Y is remained and some liquid came into the beaker that is Z they mentioned. Now in the filtration, the mixture X is called. X is a mixture. Already is told. X is a mixture. So these two are wrong. Now X is a mixture. Now what is Y? The solid substance remain in the filter paper in the process of filtration is called residue. Residue. So Y is a residue. What is Z called? The pure liquid obtained after the filtration process is called filtrate. So this is correct. Now X is a mixture and the solid substance remained in the filter paper is residue and the pure liquid obtained after the filtration is called filtrate. This is correct answer. Next question. The table below shows the properties of four substances K, L, M and N. Which two substances would be most difficult to separate when mixed in water? Say, when two substances mixed into water, that separation is being difficult, they're asking. So, which two substances are generally soluble into water? When those two dissolved into water, the separation becomes a little difficult because both are dissolved into water. So, observe which two substances are soluble into water out of these four. See, K is a white substance and it is salty. So what might be this K? Might be salt. Salt is soluble into water. And L is a blue substance and it is sweet. We don't know about it. And it is insoluble into water also. So if it is insoluble into water, it can be separated very easily with filter paper, filtration. Next, if you see M is a white solid substance and is sweet and it also dissolves into water. We know it can be taken as sugar because sugar is a white substance and it gives some taste sweet and it is soluble into water also. And N is a black substance, it is metallic substance and it won't be dissolved into water. If it is not dissolved into water, it can be immediately separated by filtration. So if these two solid substances, when dissolved, they can be separated by filtration. But if we take K and M, these are both soluble substances into water. So when these two are mixed into water, the separation of these two becomes a little difficult. More techniques to be applied while separating these two. Okay. So separation of these K and M is difficult when they are dissolved into water. Which is correct answer? K and M. Because these two are the solids which are soluble into water. When you mix these two into water, both will be dissolved. So separation becomes a little difficult. Okay. This is about the level 2 practice sheet. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today for latest updates on recorded videos.